Hey guys, it's Tarot and Beyond. In today's pick a card reading, we are looking at fate or destiny. So is this fate or is it destiny? How is this playing out in your life? What situation is this presenting through? And what do you need to know about this? So we've got three groups as usual today. We're using the Under the Sea Tarot by Jalissa's Messages. I definitely recommend checking out her channel. I really enjoy her readings a lot. And we have group number 1 with the 2 of Cups, group number 2 with the 10 of Pentacles, and group number 3 with the 3 of Swords. If you feel called to more than one of the cards or one of the groups, feel free to use your intuition to take you to the readings that feel like they are for you. Take the messages that resonate from within those readings and leave the rest. And we will see you there. All right. Hi, group number 1. Welcome to your reading. So you were drawn to, or you chose the 2 of Cups. So is it fate or is it destiny? This feels like a relationship. Okay. Relationship. Is this fated? Is this destined? What is the difference here? The Star card. This is fated. This is destined. Sorry, I mixed up. I think it's actually a bit of both now that I said that. But the destiny energy is coming from the Star card. Like this is written in the stars. This is in your natal chart, I'm hearing as well. And they're showing like synastry charts, which is where you compare your natal chart to someone else's and you look at the different interactions between the planets. They're giving me the word conjunction. And we are going to be using the astrology deck. I forgot that I was guided by spirit. It's over here to the right. So we'll be looking at that in a second. But yeah, this feels very destined, group number 1. So this person, this partner, this relationship, this soulmate, it is written in your soul blueprint, in your contract, in your natal chart. Now, I do feel fate is involved here. And what is the difference? Well, fate is kind of like more of our free will choice and how that impacts the inertia or the momentum of what it is that we're creating or experiencing in our life. And destiny is more like the things that we pre-set or that we created ahead of time for our life in terms of our soul mission, our soul purpose, our soul expression, the things we wanted to learn or to experience in this lifetime. Fate is more closely connected to karma, either good or bad, doesn't have to be negative. It's like consequence of our actions or an outcome of the things that we've set into motion. Whereas destiny is something that it's like a larger scale of that at the soul level, something that we're wanting to learn or experience or become. Okay, so that said, you have the Fool card. It's very destined, okay? Like group number 1, this relationship is destined and fated, and I see your actions leading you towards your destiny. You know, that's how fate kind of steps in here, is that your actions pulling you in that direction because you can feel this in the soul contract, or you can feel the radiance of this connection, or there's something that's guiding you. This is what is guided. This is what's leading this relationship forward. It's kind of like Ariel in The Little Mermaid. She made the choice to go to Ursula to get legs. That was fate. Like she chose that for herself, but there was many different factors that led to that. Whereas the destiny of her being with Eric was already sort of written into the contract, if we look at it that way, because she was already obsessed with human things. It was bound to happen. It's what she needed to do. You have Temperance here as well. I'm hearing destiny steps in. Destiny steps in. And you have the 2 of Swords. You may feel like you're a target for something. What is this? You're definitely balancing out, trying to figure out how to make this work. I'm seeing like the 2 suns here. There's the sun in the background and the light of the sun radiating from around his head. So you're trying to balance something out here. And you're doing so in a way that may sometimes leave you feeling like a target or like you're putting yourself in a vulnerable position. But it's this leap of faith, and it is your destiny calling you forward and having you make these fated decisions through your actions. The Hierophant, You're learning a lot from this at soul level. You're learning a lot from this relationship. You're learning a lot from the pursuit of it, or the things that you need to work on within yourself to be able to align with this relationship. I'm hearing teaching, teacher. Yeah, you're teaching a lot. You're being taught through this. This is a very expansive process, group number 1. Very expansive. 10 of Swords. Wow. And I was kind of like, you can see Ursula in the background there when she's made herself giant and she's rampaging around. I feel like you feel almost threatened by pursuing this in some way. And they're telling me this is connected to the lesson. So like at soul level, you may have been attacked for pursuing this type of relationship, or it may have made you vulnerable in the past or put you in positions that I'm hearing compromise your integrity. So, but we're talking about past life stuff here now. Like we're getting into that, which is connected to this. So group number 1, this is a very intense relationship. And the lesson that you're learning at the soul level is really, really powerful. It feels like you're closing out a cycle with this. The 10 of Swords is the end of that cycle. And you have the Queen of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like you're mastering this. You're getting it. I just heard you're not going to take no for an answer. All right. Okay. You're not taking no for an answer. You're going for it. You're taking back your power. You're not going to be a victim here. You're pursuing what you're passionate about. You're attracting and magnetizing to you as well. So the more that you stay in your integrity, the more that you balance these things out within yourself, the easier this whole process becomes. Follow the stream. Dedication, trust, future rivers and oceans. That's what I'm saying. Like destiny is guiding you through this stream. It's like a consciousness stream. It's like it's like a pathway that's guiding you forward. This has been going on for many lifetimes. You see the shell there, the spiral. I hit the tripod. These little spirals always remind me, I think these fossils remind me of evolution and can be connected to karma. So again, this is fated and destined because there is history here in past lives. This is part of the soul's evolution. You are being guided and led forward in this relationship or in this partnership. But it's like you've really been tested to have faith with this. Making waves, momentum is building. It's your time and achievement. That's what I'm getting with the Queen of Wands too. It's like, this is your time. This is the lifetime. I'm hearing this is your moment. That song, how does it go? This is your moment. You're going to make it something shine. I don't know what the lyrics are, but it's like, this is your time. Group number 1, 3rd house, early learning, childhood relations, the rational mind and communication. I keep getting something to do with teaching and learning. You may be teaching people about making waves. I heard self-help industry. Okay, that's so random, but I heard that. Making waves in the self-help industry because you're teaching people about early childhood relations or romantic relationships or communication styles. Teaching what you know. Something that you've learned through this entire journey. It's kind of like Ariel writing a book about her experience and being like, this is what I went through. And that helps a lot of people, or it teaches a lot of people. Interesting. Virgo, integrity. I did say the word integrity. You see, Spirit confirms always. Integrity, reverence, and service. So I heard you're getting your wings, and they showed me the wings here on the card as well. You're getting your wings. You're able to fly. Integrity is aligned, they're saying. And then as a result of that, you're able to follow that stream to the ocean. It's like the stream leads to the ocean. Yeah. So I don't know if you see this bigger picture of what's going on here, group number 1, but This is like a big spiritual development process, and it's putting you back into alignment at soul level and helping you to fulfill some kind of a mission or purpose. So this is very, like I said, very, very destined. You have Earth, so Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Yeah, we do have Virgo here. So, and Virgo is ruled by Mercury, which rules the third house. So yeah, a lot to do with Earth signs and communication. But yeah, anyways, you've got the Earth card here with persistence, patience, and practicality. Persistence, patience, and practicality. The Hierophant is also Taurus. Wow. Okay. This is like lifelong lessons that you've been learning, and you're leveling up in some way here. Be still. The way that her hair is spanning out like that and all these different colors, it's wrapping around her like a maypole. May, Taurus is in May. May could have been significant, or is or will be significant. I'm actually filming this in May right now. Yeah, so this month is very significant if you're watching it at the time this is coming out. If you're watching it in the future or at some other later date, May in general, the month of May is or was significant. But they're talking about stillness here. Stillness to see the lesson I just heard. Stillness to see the lesson. I'm hearing fated partner, fated relationship. And this teaches you so much. So much. And this could have been a really long journey. Group 1. Like I said, you had to follow this stream, and it may have felt like it dwindled out at times, or you lost the track, or you may have felt like you got off track, or you were confused or lost, but you never really were. Even though it feels like you were in a vulnerable position, this was all kind of part of the process, is what they're showing me clairvoyantly. This is written into your Akashic record. Yeah, this is in your soul blueprint. This is why I'm saying this is very destined. Very, very destined. And this is going to make collective waves, because you are going to share something about this or teach about it, or, oh, look, I just noticed. That's so funny. The wave is splashing behind her, and it's right on top of making waves. And this is the moment when she decides fully, I don't know when, I don't know how, but I know something's starting right now. Watch and you'll see. Someday I'll be part of your world. This is when you decide to do something that is completely out of your comfort zone, and you pursue it, and you make waves in this industry or with this person or in whatever way. And it's very practical, and it's very long lasting. And I feel like it's because you trusted yourself. Like this Queen of Wands feels so confident to me. Justice, Libra, balance, skills, contracts. This is like written into the soul contract, definitely. But look at how confident she looks. She's sure of herself. She's relaxed. She's at peace. She's still. Because she knows that what is for her will always be for her. And it will. Because it's in the contract. It's in the soul contract. It can't help but be that. So if this is about romance, or if this is about a job, or I shouldn't even say job. This is way more than a job. This is like a purpose. This is like a career. This is like a life mission or a legacy. I see you, group number 1, fully secured in this. There's going to be, or there has been, some vulnerable moments, but you're fully secured in this. Stay in your integrity. Be in that alignment of service. Like, know why you're doing something and do it for the right reasons. And you cannot go wrong here. You really can't. You're not going to mess this up. I'm hearing don't worry, like, because they're showing me these 2 hearts with the bones exposed. Like, you might feel vulnerable doing this. You might feel like you're being put on display, or you're afraid to open up your heart to love again, or to dive into this intimacy, or to share your knowledge and wisdom. But I'm seeing just get still, and you're deep, deep down, this core within your soul, it knows that this is the way. Like, your intuition is guiding you. You have this inner compass of the North Star guiding you home. You know, the North Star can even be relating to the North Node. Let's get some astro dice. Why not? Because I just mentioned that. So we do have stuff to do with astrology here. And so something about your north node or the synastry between you two is destined and fated in that way, which is what the north node talks about. Okay, so for group number 1, what else? We have Cancer, the sign of the crab, nurturing, healing, mothering, self-care, I'm hearing. And we had something about self-help or the self-help industry. And you have Uranus. Yeah, that's Uranus, because I always get Uranus and Neptune mixed up, but that's Neptune because it's the trident. And I should know that because that's the whole thing that Ursula was after, was Triton's trident. Okay, but you've got Uranus here. So this is the planet of upheaval, divine intervention, innovation, expansion. It's what propels forward movement. It's very future thinking. It's like the revolution energy. It's like you're not going to stay in one position. You're going to transform, or you're going to do whatever you need to do. I'm hearing the word pilgrim. Okay, going on a pilgrimage, or like doing something for this very higher spiritual purpose. And you have the 11th house. So this is like your big dreams and goals in life. This is groups of people, friend circles, social networks. I'm hearing leadership. And again, I'm getting like that something about the self-help industry. I don't know how this all fits together yet, group number 1, but it feels like you're going to be teaching groups of people or nurturing, healing, helping people to heal emotional wounds, like insecure attachment styles or something. There's something much deeper here than just a relationship. I do feel like there is a very destined, fated relationship here. But the path there to get there may have been like all over the place and messy. And all of that was fated. All of that was meant to happen. All of that was for this purpose of you learning these things, learning, unpacking your childhood, being able to understand things at the rational level, communicate that to others. Healing, Virgo talks about healing, Cancer talks about healing. Yeah, so being able to nurture and heal yourself. I'm hearing recovery, okay? And this is it, like the momentum is building. It's your time. You're going to achieve great things. I wonder when this is going to happen. Taurus season could be significant. May, yeah, that's May. That's right now. Like I said, May is significant. So this is your time. It's your time right now. Temperance. Is Temperance Sagittarius? I always forget. Sagittarius season could be significant as well. And I'm also getting Pisces randomly out of nowhere. So Pisces is March. I know because that's my birthday. I'm a Pisces. That's why I love mermaids. And Sagittarius is in, oh my God, when is Sagittarius? Oh, I wish this was a live chat so you guys could just put it in the chat. Put it in the comments. What month is Sagittarius season? Is it like January or I can't remember. Anyway, there's those months that are significant, or those signs could be significant in this as well. Either archetypally or like people who have those traits or those star signs in their natal chart predominantly. I'm getting a message about golden era. There's something about a golden era or the right time. And again, it's like it's right now, or it's starting right now. It's been building until now. I'm seeing timing being significant. It's like these 3 roses that bloom at different times. You might feel like you're a late bloomer. You're not, or you might have bloomed before others. That's also, it's all in divine timing. But yeah, each rose blooms in its time. So just be still and let this happen. That's what it feels like. You're getting out of a really tough learning cycle. That's what I'm seeing. You're getting out of that learning cycle. You've managed to balance it out. You've alchemized it within you, and you're turning that into profit is actually what I just heard. Turning that somehow into profit. So follow that North Node, that intuition, that guiding star, that compass within you, because it is going to lead you into this position of feeling very secure, very confident, being in a leadership position possibly as well, being a teacher, being able to translate the life lessons that you've gone through, group number 1, to possibly a younger generation or to just people in general. And you are going to be honored for this, is what I'm hearing. You're going to be honored for this role that you're playing. You're going to make waves in whatever community this is, 11th house, right? Community. And it's going to be very much in integrity with you, your soul purpose and mission, and love in some way, shape, or form. Okay, so that is the message that I have for you, group number 1. Very interesting. Was not expecting to dive into this type of a topic, but here we are. So take what resonates, leave the rest. If you feel called to any of the other groups, check those out as well, or other readings that I have. I have over 300 on my channel. So you have lots of messages from Spirit. Use your intuition and receive what is meant for you. I love you guys, and we will see you in the next reading. Bye. All right. Hi, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose the, if I can pick it up, 10 of Pentacles. So this is a powerful card. This is long-term wealth, stability, security, a legacy for the generations to come. You're leaving something behind. You're building something in this lifetime that is going to stand the test of time. It is going to be very abundant and protect you. It's very secure, like the way that these pentacles are going over their heads. This is very secure and long-lasting, long-standing, I heard as well. Okay, so let's find out what this is and how fate and destiny are involved in this. We're going to be using the Under the Sea Tarot by Jalissa's Messages. She is a reader here on YouTube as well. And I like her channel, and I won this deck from her, so I really love it. Thank you, Jalissa. We have the 6 of Cups. Ooh. I'm hearing childhood dreams come true. Childhood dreams come true. Childhood and children are important here. The Lovers. Wow. Okay. Family. Yeah, family is significant. That's, marriage and then having children. Something about that in terms of the legacy. 3 of Pentacles. It's like you were dreaming for this. You were wishing this. You were wanting to create something here for a long time, maybe even fantasizing about what it was that you desired. And this feels fated to me, not necessarily destined. And the difference is that destiny is something that we write into our soul contract before we incarnate. It's something that we've kind of mapped out at that higher level. Whereas fate is more so a product of our choices, our actions. It's more related to karma. It's like action and then reaction or outcome. It's the momentum that we've set into motion. But it does have a ripple effect down the line. And that's why we can change our fate, but our destiny is usually pretty fixed. But we can alter how we create that or in what timing. So I'm seeing that you've been wanting something since you were very young. Possibly since you were a child or since you were a teenager or adolescent. This was like a core dream of yours and you desired it so deeply. I'm feeling like deep, deep, deep in your heart, you really wanted this thing. Could be relationship, could be a family, could be long-term stability and wealth, just feeling very protected and safe, having that security. Something about that here. Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune does speak of fate and time and how our actions affect the outcomes. It's the cycles of time. It's the natural progression of events. And I feel like this has been something that you've been holding in your heart for a very long time. The Wheel of Fortune can have to do with destiny as well. It's like things that are written into those natural orders of time. Like it's destined that summer will come, right? It's written in. That's part of the cycles. It's part of the imprint. It's like we don't have to participate actively in shaping the coming of summer, But our fate, like our choices and actions, can impact how hot or how cold that summer is at a global level. Like if we're looking at like climate change as an example, this is so random, but this is kind of the example I'm getting here. It's like destiny is these much larger cycles that are influenced by much larger things, much larger, order, like divine order. And I see this again going way back for you. Keep getting something to do with childhood. 8 of Pentacles. And it could be a skill that you've been working on developing since then, or something that you were creatively inspired by or connected to since you were a teenager. Something that you wanted to do, something that maybe you even do now. I feel like you do this. Or you're moving toward it, or you're figuring it out, like you're learning the skill. You're trying to understand it. Ace of Wands. This feels very creative to me. Very creative. Actually, let me move these over. I can fit this one up on the top line here. So this is a passion of yours, group number 2. This is a creative pursuit. Romance could be involved here, but I'm seeing definitely a lot to do with creativity. 7 of Swords. Oof. That was a kick in the pants. 7 of Swords. Why are you here? Let's get more information. This is like that. It's like deception, The 7 of Swords is Ursula faking out that she is the one that Eric wants, It's like, so there may have been, or there is, some kind of fated obstruction in your path. And I'm seeing that destiny intervenes. Something about that. Into the unknown, underworld, depth, courage, facing your fears. Maybe this is the fears. Ooh, yeah. It's like jumping into the void. Like you don't know what's going to come of this. It feels like taking a risk or a leap of faith. The Sirens, use your voice, expansion and freedom. Get one more from this deck. And then we're going to go into the astrology deck and another one as well. Cosmic Ocean, current dreams, future realities, new beginnings. So this has been a current dream for you for a long time. And it's something that you've wanted to call in or create. But it may have been like there may be fear or even self-sabotage around this, or like not that you have self-sabotaged, but there could be fears that are creating resistance, and that can show up as self-sabotage. But I'm seeing group number 2 that it's like you're gonna figure this out. There's some kind of solution that you're going to find, even if you felt like you were struggling with creating what it was you wanted to create. The 2nd house, physical security, possessions, material values, and self-worth. Well, I mean, if we're talking about material values and security, the 10 of Pentacles is the best card to have because it talks about that long-term stability. It's like having enough for the rest of your life and then some, right? That's why it's generational wealth, or it's that legacy that you leave behind. So I'm seeing you really getting a lot more than enough, group number 2, for this lifetime and the next. And this is also talking about good karma. I just got that message randomly. Something about the stability or the abundance that you create in this life also carrying forward into your next one. There's something about when you build this with integrity, when you align and you leave this legacy, this positive aligned legacy behind in this lifetime, in the next lifetime, that kind of carries forward. That's what they're showing me. So you can't take the money with you. You can't take the physical stuff with you. But when you build it in integrity, it's like you pick up where you left off in the next life. Whereas if you build it out of integrity, you could have $1 billion at the time of your death in this life. If you did it out of integrity and it was negatively accumulated, there's going to be negative karma attached to that. In the next life, you'll be in the opposite position. So you'll start out with nothing. That's not always the case. That's a very simplified version of that. This is way more complex than that, but that's the example they're showing me. So there's, okay. We have mutable, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Surrender, fluidity, and welcoming change. Surrender, fluidity, and welcoming change. On the bottom, you have Jupiter, grow and expand. And you had expansion here in the Sirens card too. So you are meant to expand really, really big in this lifetime, group number 2. That is definitely fated. Strength. It takes great strength to grow really big outside your comfort zone. Yeah. Hope. Don't lose hope. Keep that hope alive. Keep that faith alive, because there's definitely something here connected to this dream that you've had, that it takes courage. It does require you to face your fears and go deep, but you can create this. That's what I'm getting. Like, you will create this. You can create this. So don't let the fear hold you back. Don't let the lack of knowledge hold you back. Keep learning, keep applying, keep studying, keep practicing, keep following that passion, keep pursuing that dream. Hold it in your heart, I'm hearing. Hold it in your heart. Really focus on what you value about this, and then surrender, and then be fluid in your approach, because that's what's going to lead you into the fulfillment of this dream, because that's what it feels like, a dream. There's a new beginning coming too, I'm hearing as well. You may be starting from scratch here, group number 2. I don't know in what area this is referring to, but I think this is a good thing, because I'm getting that when you start from scratch here, it's a level playing field. That's what I'm hearing. It's a level playing field. So where you wouldn't want to start from scratch in a different way, because it might feel like you're starting from nothing, or you don't have the foundation that you worked so hard to build. It's not the case with this new beginning. I'm seeing that it's not a completely brand new beginning. It's like you're taking everything you've learned or everything you've built up until this point with you. But this new phase it's fresh and it's new in a way, but it's completely balanced in some way. I don't know how else to explain this. It's like, it's much more aligned. Like, that's the only way I can kind of put it. Let's get some astro dice here for you, group number 2. Okay. We have Sagittarius. That's the second time Sagittarius came up in your reading. So this could have to do with learning, expansion. Yeah, that's Jupiter again. Jupiter rules Sagittarius. Really like travel, getting outside your comfort zone, having the courage to explore the world, cultures, different skills and talents. Learning, higher learning, going back to school. We have the 5th house. And the 5th house is to do with pleasure, joy, dating, romance, fun, children, I think as well. I was mentioning something to do with children, childhood dreams definitely are significant here. Expanding into that. And then you have Neptune, the god of the sea. I'm hearing the grantor of wishes and the creator of dreams. I've never thought of Neptune that way, but that's what I just heard. And Neptune, the planet, does rule dreams, fantasy, and sometimes even illusion, which is in the negative sense, that 7 of Swords energy, like deception. So I feel like you're getting very clear on something. And you're building for the future. You're building your dreams into reality. That's what I just heard. Building your dreams into reality. And I feel like you're pursuing this out in the world. So you could be traveling to gain skills or to learn certain things. You could be traveling and meeting someone special, building a relationship and a family with them, or that may have happened in this life. And you're really focusing on the 2nd house values, physical security, what you possess, what you can create, and how that relates to your self-worth, how that relates to how you value yourself, how your partner values you. Lots to do with value and worth. Okay. You may even be like creating physical things or products and selling them, like the way she's baking this cake. And she's doing her best here, but like that's why I'm getting something about continuing to hone your skill or your craft, continuing to learn new things in regard to that, because the more that you love what you do, even if you're not that good at it to start, if it's part of your dream and if you enjoy doing it, you will do it so much that you will master it, that you will create something of value, even if it's just your experience of it. But I'm seeing that this value will translate to actual physical value. Like you'll be able to sell something, or you'll be able to get a lot back from it. But first, you have to face maybe some unworthiness wounds with that facing into the unknown, facing the fears and self-worth, surrender. It's like facing fears of this not working out, or building an empire and then having it crumble, or not being able to create that foundation that will sustain it. But I'm seeing like your dreams are really important here. So focus on what you are manifesting, because I feel like you have a very large part to play in this, group number 2. There's an air of destiny about this, but a lot of this is fate, which means that you can influence the results. And the more that you are willing to face those fears, the more that you are willing to put in the time to explore and expand and build on your skills and connect and learn and heal, the better this is going to go. And this is totally possible, is what I just heard from Spirit. It is totally possible, but you kind of have to believe that what you perceive as impossible is possible. So there is a certain level of intentional delusion here. And I've talked about this before on the channel, but if you haven't heard me talk about it, I'll say it again here. Intentional delusion is a manifestation technique. If you're unintentionally delusional, then it can be self-detrimental. But the delusion isn't a delusion if you hold it long enough that it becomes true and you're aware that you're doing that with purpose. It's like if you really believe that you're meant for something, even if the physical reality is not reflecting that back to you, and you just keep pushing at it, and you don't give up that hope or faith, you don't stop, it will manifest eventually in some way, or you'll be redirected to the thing that is meant for you. And either way, it's going to create that result. So it's like really just truly believing that you can do this. I'm seeing like very, very firmly holding on to that dream, planting those seeds, nurturing that growth, and investing a lot of personal time and effort into this, because that's what's going to prove really fruitful here. It's like when you invest value, you're going to get value back. It's a matter of time. It's inevitable. But sometimes when we're talking about 10 of Pentacles energy, this takes a long time, which is, I believe, where the destiny comes into play. Because this is the long game that you're playing here, group number 2. This is not like a short-term flight of fancy. This is something that you've dreamt of since childhood, and it's something that has taken decades, possibly even your entire life to build. But they keep showing me something about, like, when you die in this lifetime and you're doing your life review and your soul is looking at all of the life experiences you had, you're going to be pleased. And you're going to have created an even firmer destiny for yourself in the next lifetime, because you've set yourself up for success here. It's a really good thing. It's a really powerful cycle, a lesson that you're learning, and the things that you're doing here in this lifetime. So be open to whatever this new fresh start is. It could be learning a new skill. It could be traveling. It could be getting out of your comfort zone, dating new people. Whatever it is, it's going to cause you to face your fears, but it is going to expand you, and it is going to lead to freedom. And that is how you will pursue this dream and influence the future reality to reflect that which you desire. All right? Group number 2, that is what I have for you. That is the message here about fate and destiny at work in this situation. So I'm sending you all of the luck in the world for this positive manifestation through your actions, through your aligned will and intention to create this fated result and this destined and aligned outcome. All right, guys, I love you. All the best. Thank you so much for being here, and we will see you in the next reading. Bye. All right, hi group number 3, welcome to your reading. Let's find out how fate and or destiny are playing out in this situation. You have the 3 of Swords, and this talks about heartbreak, disappointment, or even betrayal. And this is actually the scene in The Little Mermaid when she finds out that Eric is marrying that imposter. It's really Ursula in disguise. And she's heartbroken by that because she loves Eric and she thought that there was going to be something there. And there is, but it's kind of like you're thrown a curveball of some kind here. And we're going to be using the Under the Sea Tarot by Jalissa's Messages today. Thank you, Jalissa, for sending this deck. I won it from her on her channel. 4 of Swords. You know, what comes after the 3 of Swords? 4 of Swords. So after the heartbreak comes a time of reprieve or healing where you can recuperate your strength, recover, and be able to bounce back. So both of these, Ariel has her eyes closed. Like, look at, in both of these cards, she has her eyes closed. So group number 3, I feel like you don't see something here. You don't see it, but it's going on like in the back of your mind. I actually feel that card was sticking out. King of Pentacles. Oh my God. I heard like daddy energy or like zaddy energy, you know, it's like something about sugar daddy, or that is random as hell, but that's coming through. Something about you wanting this stability in a relationship, perhaps. Or wanting to create that for yourself. You just see a lot of like wealth and abundance. Let's see. The Devil. Constraints. I'm hearing tested, like you've been very tested. And this has been, I'm hearing destined. Okay. So destiny has, part of your destiny has been to be tested on this. Like, were you going to choose the easy path? Were you going to compromise your integrity and become dependent on someone else? Or were you going to do this for yourself? Can you steer your own ship? Can you choose to open your eyes and see something here, even if it's painful? Can you choose to free yourself from the influence of the devil, which in this case is like bad choices? It's where we give our power away. It's where we become dependent on anything, a person, a substance, a behavior, whatever it is, a way of thinking. It's like we give our power away to that thing, that situation, that person. And I'm seeing this like was part of the test at the destiny level. This is helping you to develop your soul, because that's what destiny is. It's like it's written into the soul blueprint or the contract. It's what we intended before we came here. And then the fate is how we play that out and how we influence those results and the sort of divine order outcomes of our actions. And the much larger, they're actually showing me like a butterfly effect, and how fate is kind of like the butterfly effect, where one small action can create a huge ripple effect that once that inertia is set into, like once the momentum is going, you can't really stop it. That's why fated things are also meant to happen, is because it has been set in motion. It needs to be played out at that level. So yeah, but this is like destined in a much larger arena. Like this is all part of a huge soul level lesson that you're learning, group 3. Knight of Pentacles. It does feel like it's to do with money and dependency and self-sufficiency and security. I'm hearing you being able to take care of yourself. Okay. And I'm hearing not compromising your integrity, not compromising your boundaries, being in this freedom energy. 9 of Wands. Being free to pursue what you want. That's kind of what it feels like. But you were tested by disappointments that challenged you to compromise. Oh, okay. And it's like the test of destiny was, are you going to endure? Are you going to refuse to take the easy path? Are you going to continue walking the path that you know is right, even if it's a bit harder? Justice. This is a big karmic contract for you, group number 3. And they're telling me that as you fulfill this contract, you will create opportunity beyond your wildest dreams. That's what they're showing me. That's what they said. Opportunity beyond your wildest dreams. So Spirit is speaking really loud and clear here. This is in the contract. If you choose to stay in integrity, it's like the truth, and nothing but the truth. Even if that's not what you get initially, it will come back. And anything that was impeding that or obstructing that or creating like setbacks, that's all part of this test. So it's like you just got to like pass these several tests within this destined path that you're on. And then as you do that, the outcome will be karmic justice. The scales will weigh back out and you'll get your kind of like your just desserts or your karmic reward because you chose fatedly at your own internal free will level to not compromise your integrity. 4 of Wands, you will be celebrating this success. You will be achieving a landmark win is actually what Spirit said. Landmark win. You will have accomplished the goal and achieved the outcome that you desired at soul level, which is boom, 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 bottom of the deck, 9 of Pentacles. This is like self-sufficiency, independence, being able to take care of yourself, really. Yeah, I was getting that there from those two, the Devil and the King of Pentacles. It's like, don't compromise your integrity by doing things just for the money. You know what I mean? This is you learning to sustain yourself and create the security that you need and desire and deserve. But doing it in the right way for the right reasons and trusting yourself through this entire process. Because Lord knows you've been tested, group number 3. I don't know what you've been through, but I can see that you've been tested. So it's definitely been a journey, whatever it has looked like, but you will come out of this victorious. So let's get some oracle cards. What is going on in this situation? This very destined situation for group number 3. Immerse yourself, training, learning, new hobbies and passions. I'm seeing this is where the security will come from. So anytime that you feel blocked up, this kind of wanted to come out. Oh, look, King of Cups. Yeah, follow your passion. That's going to lead to the security that you are desiring and requiring financially. So immerse yourself in your hobbies, focus on your passions, learn new things, keep upgrading your skills, keep retraining and training, because even if there are disappointments or setbacks, you are going to, I'm hearing modeling. Okay, that's a very random message. Somebody could be a model in this group, or this could be something that you are learning through the modeling of that behavior. The pink dolphin, celebration, fun, unbridled joy, and an open heart. That's what this is leading to. That's the justice on the other side of some of these life lessons, is that you will have that pink dolphin, the celebration, that's 4 of Wands energy. And you will finally be able to like kick your feet up and relax, because it feels like this has been a very hard journey where you've had to like fight a lot of battles. The mist, Trisha, somebody could have that name here. Trust your inner compass, be led from within. So it's misty. It's been obscured, right? Those eyes were closed. You have not been able to see this much larger picture of what's going on here. Although you're getting some hints of it here in this reading, and you may have felt it intuitively, but there was obscurity in kind of what was going on here. And that was, again, part of the test. Because if you saw it super, super clearly, and you were just told this is a test and this is what you need to choose, then it would kind of defeat the whole purpose of it. So things needed to be obscured, and you needed to be kind of tempted with the wrong things so that you could willingly, of your own volition, choose the right things for you, you know? 5th house, passion, play, children, confidence, and creativity. There's a lot to do with your passions here. You're confident. Yeah, passion, you have that word twice. Play, you have Oh no, I thought it said play in pink dolphin, but that's kind of the vibe it's giving me of like fun, unbridled joy. Feels like play. So you are meant to pursue what brings your heart joy. I'm feeling lightness in the heart. So like follow the things that give you a light heart and allow you to feel free to pursue and express your creativity. Yeah, creativity is really important for you, group number 3. I actually feel both of those cards, so we'll take 2. 11th house, friends, like-minded groups, and humanitarian beliefs. And Uranus, radically change. Radically change. Yeah, I do see you walking a path where you've had to radically change yourself. And I'm hearing your approach. You've had to radically change your approach, maybe adjusting what you were doing. Communication, or who you were doing it with. The wolf made me think of like a wolf pack. So learning to trust yourself feels kind of like disconnecting from the wrong people and immersing yourself in what brings you joy. Yeah, and then that connecting you with the right people who are aligned with that. I'm getting this sort of story or this, it's like a storyline of somebody who is trying to fit in with these people who give them a false sense of security, but compromising their integrity to do so. And then finally being like, you know what? This is not working for me. It's not giving me what I truly want or desire. It doesn't help me actually feel secure or create that in my reality. So I'm going to break away from that pack and I'm going to go and just focus on what I truly love. And I'm going to put all my effort and all my passion, and all my focus into that. And I'm going to do it with integrity, even when there's setbacks or things get hard. And then all of a sudden the mist clears and you find your tribe. It's like, you get into a particular hobby and then that connects you with people who like that same thing. And so you're surrounded eventually by a group of people who you really resonate with finally, and who get you and you get them because you're, like simpatico, you're 2 peas in a pod, or 3 peas, 5, 10 peas in a pod, because you're all on the same page, And then these people really support you in doing this yourself. And I still don't feel like you rely on other people, group number 3. I feel like a lot of this destiny is about you being able to rely on yourself. So you may still be kind of a bit of more of a loner in that regard, even though you're connected to people. It's like you're more of like a lone wolf. At least that's the vibe I get. And that's part of this destiny too, because it's teaching you how to create for yourself and sustain that. Be fearless. Wow. Be fearless. Trust your inner compass and pursue your passions and be fearless about it. It's like the devil can also be about fear. Yeah. The devil is the fear that stops us from pursuing our dreams, our passions, our goals. And it restricts us in that way. So I'm seeing you breaking free. Uranus can also be about freedom, liberation, emancipation, radical, revolutionary type of energy. So I'm seeing you breaking, like busting free of those chains, getting out of this like mental slavery or this like old way of thinking. And there's like a lighthouse here that helps you to see the way. And since she's got this crystal in her third eye, I feel like this is really about your intuition, because the closed eyes, it's like when you have your third eye awakened, you can close your eyes and still see. So that's what I'm getting here, is that this has been about you being able to trust yourself. That's the foundation of the security. That's the foundation of the wealth you're building. That's the foundation of everything. And this is why it's written in the soul contract. This is why it's destined, is because this is about you developing your ability to communicate with your higher self and trust that above all else. And that will lead you to the right people at the right times. But what's most important is you being able to trust you at all times, in all groups, in all ways. On the bottom of the deck here, we have balance. So you are creating this balance and stability within yourself to weather any storm, to guide your, whoops, okay, that just like shot off. We got the moon. I'm going to re-roll, but you got the moon. So this is like unconscious dreams, fears, subconscious belief patterns I'm hearing as well. Yeah, be fearless. So this is you shining a light on the unconscious mind by using that third eye to see beyond what your physical reality is presenting to you and being able to liberate yourself from that and then achieve this goal, whatever it is. In this case, I'm really seeing it as like physical security. Like you can take care of yourself. You've got it. You got your own bag. You don't need no sugar daddy. Or like if you're a man, then this is you being able to sustain yourself and feel really confident in what you've been able to achieve. Just take it as it resonates, but I'm seeing you trusting yourself. Okay, so let's get more info from the Astro Dice. Woo, yeah, got 12th house. Deep subconscious work. Deep emotional past life healing. Yeah, these are some deep, deep spiritual contracts that you are liberating yourself from, that you're balancing out. You're very much exploring the untapped, untamed realms. I just heard untamed realms. And we have Pluto. There we go, Pluto. So this is death and rebirth, transformation, going into those dark parts of the psyche. Pluto in the 12th house, oh my God, that's like major death and rebirth, because the 12th house is also about death and rebirth. The 12th house is like what is unseen. And it can even be about hidden enemies, subconscious or psychological issues that we need to overcome or that we need to master. With Pluto here, it's like massive radical change, but from like a deep internal level. It's the phoenix rising from the ashes again and again and again. And I think that the more you do this, the more you're able to trust yourself, group number 3. That's written into the contract at the destiny level. Now you have Sagittarius here. And I'm seeing the arrow as like direction of your will. That's where fate comes into play, is like how you choose to operate, what you choose for yourself, what you choose to do, who you choose to interact with. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, so it's about expansion, freedom, liberation. Again, I'm getting liberation really strongly. And it's also about like the enjoyment of life, the fun, the play. The Sagittarius and Jupiter are very benefic energies. And they encourage you to explore and expand and pursue your passions and learn new things. And we did have that training and learning and new hobbies. That's very Sagittarian. It's like 9th house, right? It's like journeying around the world to learn about yourself, or to learn these skills, or to learn these things that are really going to create a lot of security for you and put you in contact with the right people. And give you that faith to be able to continue and persist and not give up. They're showing me somebody like an orchestra of people. There could be something to do with music, learning musical instruments, something about communication. Spirituality is definitely important here. So learning new spiritual techniques that can help you to go through these death and rebirth processes, to radically change in this way while maintaining or even building even more of or sustaining that security from within. Yeah, this is a big mountain to climb, and I'm hearing slow and steady wins the race. So the more that you balance this out internally, the more the outside is going to reflect that. That's part of this contract. It's part of the destiny here. You're building a strong internal foundation, a spiritual strength that cannot be influenced from the outside in. It does not waver. And then you tap into this deep joy, this open heart, this inner compass, your intuition, your psychic abilities, group number 3, very heightened, very enhanced. Travel could also further blow up your psychic abilities. So like going to different locations, meditating, going on retreats, something like that could really be significant in your lifetime. They're telling me that's fated for you. So it's like when you choose those things, when you implement, when you choose to care for yourself in that way and to learn those things, it aligns you with your destiny. So, but like you have to choose that for yourself. Like, are you going to prioritize going to retreats, traveling to different countries, learning from different masters, exploring different faiths or like different ways of approaching your passion, your hobbies, or spirituality, or all of the above. Different belief sets about light and dark. Like a lot of shadow work here I'm seeing for you, group 3. Definitely a lot of shadow work. That's part of the tests. That's like that 3 of Swords energy. But you master this. You master this in this lifetime. You are led from within. You have this inner compass, this inner lighthouse that just shines the way. Even if you can't fully see, it's enough that you're able to stay within that light, because that's what they're showing me. It's like you're in this mist and you have this light shining from within you. It's part compass, part lighthouse, and it shines in the direction you need to go. And even though you can't see directly where it's going, or even the path that you're that you're taking right in front of you, you can't see where your foot is landing because it's so misty, it's so foggy, but that light is clear. And so you know that if you go this way out of the beam of light, that doesn't feel good. That's not the way. Okay, well, let's redirect and get back into alignment with that light. And then you start to make progress forward, just an inch at a time, like a little bit. That's why this takes years to develop. This takes time. This is a lifelong process of expansion. But I'm seeing, group 3, that you have these moments of rest to recover from the challenges or the hardships or the moments of pain, and you're able to balance those out. And it deepens your connection with you. And then you get the physical outcome or payoff or reward of that. And you will be achieving great things in this life too. Like I see that, group number 3. You'll be achieving great things. You will have the support of many. And you will be able to pursue with confidence your creative passions. That's really what I see. So follow your inner light, group number 3, because it will not lead you astray. And this is part of the destiny for you. That is what I have for you today, group 3. That is the message. That is the reading. Be fearless. Go into the dark. Transform yourself over and over and over again. Radically change. Trust your inner light. Learn new things. Do it with integrity, and you will see the payoff. You will get to that reward. All right, guys, that is what I have for you today. Thank you so much for being here on the channel. I love and appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for supporting my work here in the various ways that you do, possibly by sending in decks. I have a lot of decks that have been donated. Actually, most of the ones we're working with here today were donated, sent in. And in any other way as well. Thank you for the super thanks that I see, donations via PayPal I've seen come in as well. So thank you for that, you guys. You know who you are. I really appreciate you. That means the world to me. And thank you to the members who support my work in that way as well, and get access to the ad-free Pick a Card readings weekly, exclusive for the members only, as well as the live streams where we do members' personal readings and questions and answers. So yes, much appreciation and gratitude. I love you guys, and we'll see you in the next reading. Bye.